Gathering has finally gotten a treasure to work towards in Black Desert, and it might be a game changer for those new or free-to-play players. My name's Teddy, and it's been a while since I've made a video grinding out cooking in real life, but if you've been waiting for a reason to go out actively gathering like me, the wait is finally over. The new Star of Nostos gathering treasure has been added, so today I'll be showing you how to get the item and a couple uses for it. So if you missed me and want to see more life skilling content, leave a like, and without wasting any more time, let's just jump right into this. Starting off, we have to talk about the new gathering treasure, the Star of Nostos. This new gathering treasure allows us to teleport to any house or manor. However, leaving the house or manor will teleport us back to where we originally activated. For those willing to either rent a storage or bought one from the Pearl Shop, the Star adds a way to store items in any storage with a 30-minute cooldown. But don't let this star fool you. This is a game changer during any gathering session, allowing you to teleport and store more items than what your maids can handle if you don't have enough maids. There are a few downsides to the star, however. This will require a tent to equip in the new treasure slot. You won't be able to teleport to a manor if the rental period has expired, and it cannot be used during Node War, but with the cooldown decreasing while it's logged out, I recommend going for this treasure if you're a die-hard life skiller like myself. So you might be wondering, how do you even get the Star of Nostos? Let me show you. Crafting the Star of Nostos needs 1,000 of each part gathered from each gathering activity. Gathering has a chance of dropping the cracked terra shard, lumbering with the withered wood chip, fluid collecting has the thin essence of life, mining will give the dim hearthvein shard, butchering has the faint walled soul, and lastly, we have tanning dropping the faded nature woven hide. Fortunately, while out gathering for these parts, the gathering mastery effects, rare resource drops, and quantity does apply. The hedgehog or llama gathering quantity increase applies too. And finally, the green thumb gathering does also apply. You can also buy each piece from the central market, costing a total of 18 bill if you're willing to spend the silver and have time to wait for anyone to get rid of theirs. I'm not saying that it's worth the silver to buy all 6,000 pieces, but it's still an option for those looking for it. Once 1,000 of each piece is collected, next you'll need to combine 100 Essence of Nature with the pieces using simple alchemy. The Essence of Nature will require 1 Fruit of Nature, 2 Trace of Nature, or Maple Sap, and 4 Fortune Teller Mushrooms using an alchemy utensil in a house or manor. After the finished pieces are made, all you have to do is open the As Combinables pouch, uncheck the auto arrange, and place each piece shown on the screen to get the finalized option to create the Star of Nostos. Now, before you start running around looking for the pieces to make the star, there's a few places that can make the grind easier. Whether it's just for the massive amount of materials you want, or just to get a chance at the piece, these locations shouldn't be slept on. So, to start out, we have the usual herb gathering. We have places like Bear and Calpheon, or Navarne Steppe out here in Kamasilvia. Next up is mining. There's only one good spot being the Pilgrim's Haven out in the desert, but if that spot is taken, another good area is mining the coral crabs out here in the Still Coral Cove out in Adania, Omar Lava Cave in the Altanova region, or the Medea Shore with all the opal. Moving on to lumbering, there's too many places to chop trees, like in Trent having a massive amount of trees. Any region can be used with just how many trees there are to be chopped. As for fluid collecting, either all those trees can be used, or animals like the sheep in Sheep Mountain north of Heidel, or elk here in Bear can also be used. Butchering is like fluid collecting, being able to collect massive amounts of meat from spots like sheep in the Sheep Mountain, elk here in Bear in the Calpheon region, or even the lizards here at the northwestern gateway here in the Serendia region. Finally, we have skinning, which is another simple one, having sheep at Sheep Mountain, elk and bear, or having the lizards here in the northwestern gateway. It should be easy to start grinding out skinning with no problem. These are just a few spots to rotate through to make things easier, but if you have another spot in mind, drop it down in the comments below. I'm always curious to hear what you've been doing gathering searching for your treasure pieces. But back to where we were, this wouldn't be a proper guide if I didn't mention a great way to utilize the Star of Nostos for life skilling. For those just starting out in Black Desert, it does take a while to get a good amount of maids to ensure you're always gathering and not having to wait for cooldown timers on both the storage and transaction maids. Not having a ton of wait can force you to either run back to a town with a storage keeper or use more maids than you have. And let's be honest, buying around 40 to 50 storage maids can get expensive if you're not getting enough from the free ones during events. This is where the star comes in, but with a catch. You will need to either rent a storage container for 10 contribution points from any storage keeper, or you can buy the pearl container just to open the ability to store items from the house. The Magnus storyline must also be completed in order to use any storage from any region from the box. Once everything is in place, this opens up another way to store all your gathered items without needing to use more maids than you have. This even applies to mob grinders. The more weight and maids you have can keep you out longer, but the star with the maid combo eases how much downtime is needed if you're starting to collect maids. The downside, however, is once you have 60 or more maids and 2k or higher weight, there's really no need to use a star. For those who have the Archaeologist map, this offers another way to teleport to a storage every 6 hours while you're waiting for any cooldowns if need be. Just keep in mind, the more weight you have, the larger the stacks of items being transferred will use more maids. The star will bypass this and let you move everything as long as you have a storage container and it's not on cooldown. But let me know what you think about the Star of Nostos. Is it worth gathering or buying all the pieces, and do you have yours already? Well, this new treasure item is a great addition for those wanting to do more than just AFK fish. For us veteran players with a ton of weight or maids, this really isn't a reason to gather 6k treasure pieces just for the teleporting feature. I could be wrong and all, but at least for the newer players still leveling their life skills, it's a reason to actively gather. Life has been really busy for me restarting it all, but now that I'm starting to get into a routine again and getting the last pieces figured out, I'm trying to get back into content creation if Pearl Abyss keeps putting out life updates like the hunting and bartering changes, but it's nice to be back. Be sure to check out the channel for more Black Desert content, which is still relevant since most of it has been untouched since they reworked the skills. Leave a like and share this to let me know you found it helpful, and with all of that out of the way, I'll see you guys for the next one. Keep gathering out there, everyone.